She was Hollywood's golden girl, a child star who captured hearts worldwide, a teen icon who defined an era, and an actress who seemed destined to rule the silver screen. But behind the glitz and glamour, her life spiraled into chaos, legal troubles, public breakdowns, and a reputation that nearly destroyed everything she built. This is the rise and the fall of Lindsay Lohan. And trust me, what really happened is far more shocking than you remember. But to understand her downfall, we have to rewind to where it all began. From Long Island to Hollywood's spotlight. Lindsay D. Lohan was born on July 2nd, 1986 in New York. By the age of 3, she was already modeling for Ford models, appearing in over 60 commercials before most kids even learned multiplication. She wasn't just a pretty face, she had presence. Casting directors noticed, and soon, Hollywood came calling. At just 11 years old, she landed the lead role in Disney's 1998 remake of The Parent Trap. Playing both twins, Hallie Parker and Annie James, she stunned critics with her charm and talent. Overnight, Lindsay went from a child model to one of Hollywood's most promising young stars. But The Parent Trap was only the beginning, and what came next would launch her into superstardom. Teen queen of the early 2000s. After the success of The Parent Trap, Lindsay transitioned into teen roles. Disney cast her in Freaky Friday, 2003, opposite Jamie Lee Curtis, a box office smash that grossed over $160 million worldwide. Suddenly, Lindsay wasn't just a child actress, she was a household name. Then came Mean Girls in 2004. Written by Tina Fey and directed by Mark Waters, the film became a cultural phenomenon. Lindsay's portrayal of Katie Heron wasn't just iconic, it defined a generation. Teenagers quoted the lines, wore the fashions, and even celebrated October 3rd as Mean Girls Day. Lohan was no longer just a rising star, she was Hollywood's it girl. But fame at such a young age came with a dangerous price tag, one she was about to pay. Hollywood pressure and the party scene. With her career soaring, Lindsay became a constant fixture in tabloids. Paparazzi hounded her every move. She was linked to high-profile romances and friendships with stars like Paris Hilton and Britney Spears. At just 18, she was living the life of a seasoned celebrity, nightclubs, red carpets, and flashing cameras. But behind the glamorous photos, a darker reality was forming. Studio executives complained of her lateness on set. Rumors swirled of hard partying and substance use. The same media that once praised her talent now fueled stories of scandal. And then, the cracks in Lindsay's carefully built image began to show in ways no one could ignore. Legal troubles and headlines that shocked the world. In 2007, everything changed. Lindsay was arrested multiple times for DUI and drug possession. Mugshots of the once adorable starlet splashed across magazines and TV screens. Court appearances, rehab stints, and probation violations became routine. Her reputation plummeted. Studios grew wary of casting her, fearing her unreliability would tank productions. Films like I Know Who Killed Me, 2007, flopped, and suddenly the actress who once carried blockbuster hits was labeled a liability. But the legal battles were only half the story. What was happening behind the scenes was even more devastating. Family drama and public battles. As Lindsay fought her demons, her family troubles played out in the public eye. Her parents' messy divorce, her father Michael's legal issues, and her strained relationship with her mother Dina all made headlines. The Lohan name wasn't just associated with stardom anymore, it was synonymous with chaos. The tabloids had a field day. Instead of her acting or music, Lindsay's meltdowns, hospitalizations, and rehab visits dominated the news cycle. She had become, in the harshest sense, entertainment for the public to watch unravel. And if that wasn't enough, her career was about to hit its lowest point yet. Hollywood turns its back. By 2010, Lindsay's once promising career had flatlined. Major studios refused to insure her on projects. She lost roles to other rising stars. Even when she tried to stage a comeback, like in the 2013 film The Canyons, the results were disastrous. Critics panned it, and her reputation didn't recover. The girl who had once been hailed as the future of Hollywood was now treated as a cautionary tale. But Lindsay wasn't ready to fade away just yet. And what she did next surprised everyone. Tired of the Hollywood spotlight, Lindsay moved abroad, living in London, Greece, and Dubai. She opened beach clubs, explored fashion ventures, and largely disappeared from the American tabloids. Away from Los Angeles, she found a new kind of peace, and began plotting a quieter return. In 2014, she starred in a London stage play, Speed the Plow, proving she still had the acting chops. And years later, in 2022, she surprised fans by signing a deal with Netflix. Her first film, Falling for Christmas, brought her back to the screen in a cozy holiday rom-com that reminded audiences of her charm. But while the comeback was real, one question lingered. Could Lindsay ever escape the shadow of her past? The legacy of Lindsay Lohan. Today, Lindsay Lohan lives in Dubai with her husband and young son, far from the paparazzi frenzy of Hollywood. She's no longer the wild tabloid star of the 2000s. She's a businesswoman, a wife, a mother, and an actress slowly rebuilding her career on her own terms. Her story is a reminder of how quickly fame can lift someone up and just as quickly tear them down. She was a child star who lost her way in the blinding spotlight of Hollywood, but she also represents resilience, proving that even the most broken reputations can find redemption. And maybe, just maybe, her best chapter is yet to come. From child prodigy to cultural icon to cautionary tale, Lindsay Lohan's story is one of Hollywood's most dramatic roller coasters. But the question remains, is this truly her comeback, or just another act in a never-ending saga? Only time will tell.